Israel striking targets in Yemen for the first time in months, one day after the Houthis fired a ballistic missile that beat all their missile defense and landed in Israel's main airport in Tel Aviv. This is Prime Minister Netanyahu announced that Israel will ramp up operations in Gaza aimed at defeating Hamas once and for all and freeing all remaining hostages, not only taking land, but holding it in Gaza. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce joins us now. Tammy, great to see you.
Hey, Brian. Same here.
With the U.S. reaction to hitting the Houthi rebels, who we've been hitting now for, I think, 15 straight days, how do you feel? Those strikes were expected, wouldn't you think?
Well, I think so. I mean, clearly, the United States, the president, the Department of Defense, Secretary Rubio here at the State Department have made it clear that what the Houthis have been doing when it comes to certainly the shipping lanes, the attacks on our ships, hundreds on commercial ships, on our military ships as well, that this will not stand. And we have struck them. We've made it clear that it was not a pinprick dynamic and things go back to normal, that we intend to stop them and their efforts to not just constrain shipping through the Red Sea, but in attacking innocent vessels, innocent countries. And we saw that also with the attack on Israel. At the same time, we know, of course, that Israel, one of our, if not most staunch allies, that we stand with them. We, of course, after the October 7th massacre, they have every right, as they always do, to defend themselves, and defending themselves against Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis is part of that mechanism.
Does the State Department, in support of the new policy with Israel, not only they've called up their reserves, they plan on going into Gaza and not only clearing land, but holding land and taking more with each time that each day that passes without release of the hostages? So we in support of that?
Well, I will not speak to, of course, the actions or decisions of a different government. But what I can tell you is what the United States has said repeatedly, and what Marco Rubio has said is that Hamas cannot exist, that the only way forward for Gaza, and the president has noted this as well, that Hamas must not exist within the framework of anything. They've got to be obliterated, and that every single hostage, and there are still several Americans, including Edan Alexander, who are being held by those monsters, that all the hostages must be released. This is something that Hamas has generally ignored, and Israel is going to do clearly what it feels is necessary for their own defense. And we stand by our ally, and we understand, of course, the nature of their reaction to Yemen and that missile attack, all within a self-defense framework. But Hamas cannot continue to exist. All the hostages have got to be released. The United States has been clear on that and forceful, and that has not changed.
All right, so let's talk about the president's conversation with the Prime Minister of Turkey, Erdogan, who the president has known even before he became president. They said they had a productive conversation and they want to work together to bring an end to the fighting with Ukraine and Russia, although both sides, and we'll see video, were hitting each other with drone strikes last night, and the fighting continues to rage. What role could Turkey play in all this?
Well, you know, the president has an amazing ability to have good relationships and an interest in meeting with and speaking with everyone. The previous administration, as an example, didn't talk to Russia for 3 years. That's no way to handle a nuclear power or to be able to exercise any kind of influence or persuasion. The president's comments with Erdogan, of course, are between him and that leader. But he did say that they were productive, as you noted, that they look forward to having more visits, and that what they discussed included every hotspot that's in the world. I would expect that President Trump, in his effort to have peace around the world and to end these meat grinder massacre wars that are happening, is being able to work with Turkey, work with other nations to make that happen. And clearly the president seemed pleased, and that's good for us, and it's good for people who want war in that region to end.
All right, Tammy Bruce, thanks so much. We'll look forward to finding out where talks go with Iran, where talks go with Russia and Ukraine, and where talks go with Hamas and Israel. A lot on your plate. Thanks so much,
It's
Tammy.
all good news.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.